Dumping is a very common word in international business. One may find many definitions of dumping, but to understand dumping in its true sense, one needs to have an understanding, an anti-dumping agreement of WTO. This video will help you in understanding various provisions under WTO anti-dumping agreement. In this video, we will look at following aspects of the anti-dumping agreement: objective, principle, determination of dumping, determination of injury, definition of industry, initiation and conduct of investigations, provisional measure, price undertaking, imposition and collection of duty, duration, termination, and review of anti-dumping measures. According to the anti-dumping agreement, member can take measures to control dumping when, first of all, an imported product is dumped, and secondly, dumped imports are causing material injury to a domestic industry producing like product. Members may impose an anti-dumping measure after an investigation is conducted in conformity with the following provisions of the anti-dumping agreement. First, that there are dumped imports, then there is material injury to the domestic market, and there is a causal link between the dumped imports and the injury. According to the agreement, dumping is calculated on the basis of fair comparison between normal value and export price. Now, normal value is the value at which products are sold in exporting country or home country. However, in case there is insufficient sale in the home country, then the price at which the product is sold to a third country can be considered. If that is also not available, then the constructed value of the product can be taken. Constructed value can be calculated on the basis of cost of production plus selling, general, and administrative expenses and profit. Export price is the price at which foreign producer sells the product to an importer in the importing country. In case export transaction is an internal transfer, or if the product is exchanged in a barter transaction, then importing country can consider the constructed export price. From this table, it is clear that dumping takes place when export price is less than normal value. There is material injury to the domestic market, which can be directly linked with the dumped goods. Injury to the domestic market can be determined on the basis of objective examination based on positive evidence of volume and price effects of dumped imports. The agreement defines industry as consortium of producers of a like product or product that is identical, or in absence of any such product, one that has characteristics closely resembling those of the imported dumped product under consideration. Concerned authorities conduct investigations on the basis of written requests submitted by or on behalf of a domestic industry. Domestic industry may provide information for evidence of dumping, injury, and causality, as well as other information regarding the product, industry, importer, exporter, and other matters. However, under special circumstances, if the authorities have sufficient evidence of dumping, injury, and causality, they can initiate investigations without a written application from domestic industry. Authorities must immediately terminate investigations if the volume of import is negligible or the margin of dumping is de minimis. In fact, anti-dumping agreement establishes numeric threshold to avoid meritless investigation so that such investigations are not continued and they do not disrupt legitimate trade. All the anti-dumping investigation shall be completed within 1 year and in no case should take more than 18 months. In case the investigations to establish link between dumping, material injury, and causality takes considerable amount of time, authorities in importing country can apply provisional measures whereby they can impose provisional duty or take security by cash deposit or bond. However, provisional measure may be applied only if An investigation has been initiated, a public notice has been given to that effect, and interested parties have been given adequate opportunities to submit information and make comments. A preliminary affirmative determination has been made of dumping and consequent injury to a domestic industry, and the authorities concerned judge that such measures are necessary to prevent injury being caused during the investigation. The application of provisional measures shall be limited to as short a period as possible, not exceeding 4 months, and no provisional measure may be applied before 60 days after initiation of an investigation. Anti-dumping agreement provides provisions for undertakings, which means that the exporter will give an undertaking to revise prices or cease exports at dumped prices if authorities had determined that there is a relation between dumping, injury, and casualty. Such undertaking may be entered into with companies in exporting country to settle an investigation. Such undertakings are voluntary on part of both exporters and investigating authorities. An exporter may request the investigating authorities to continue the investigations after an undertaking has been accepted, and if investigations reveal that there is no dumping, no injury, or no casualty, the undertaking shall automatically lapse. Concerned authorities must keep following points in mind while imposing anti-dumping duties. First, imposition of anti-dumping duties is optional, even if all the requirements for imposition have been met. Secondly, the agreement also provides application of a lesser duty rule, which means that the authorities impose duties at a level lower than the margin of dumping, but adequate to remove injury. And lastly, anti-dumping duties may not exceed the dumping margin calculated during the investigation. Anti-dumping duty shall be collected in a non-discriminatory basis on imports of product from all sources found to be dumped and causing injury, except as to imports from those sources from where price undertaking have been accepted. The authorities shall name the supplier or suppliers of the product concerned while imposing anti-dumping duty. If, however, several suppliers from the same country are involved and it is impractical to name all these suppliers, the authorities may name the supplying country concerned. If several suppliers from more than one country are involved, the authority may name either all the suppliers involved, or if this is impractical, all the supplying countries involved. When amount of anti-dumping duty is assessed on a retrospective basis, the determination of the final liability for payment of anti-dumping duty shall take place as soon as possible, normally within 12 months, and in no case more than 18 months, after the date on which a request for the final assessment of the amount of anti-dumping duty has been made. When the amount of anti-dumping duty is assessed on a prospective basis, provision shall be made for a prompt refund upon request of any duty paid in excess of the margin of dumping. A refund of any such duty paid in excess of the actual margin of dumping shall normally take place within 12 months and in no case more than 18 months after the date on which a request for refund has been made by an importer of the product subject to the anti-dumping. If the imposition of anti-dumping duty is based on finding of a material injury as opposed to threat of material injury or material retardation of the establishment of a domestic industry, anti-dumping duties may be collected as of the date provisional measures were imposed. If provisional duties were collected in an amount greater than the amount of final duty, or if the imposition of duties is based on a finding of threat of material injury or material retardation, a refund of provisional duty is required. In the agreement, there is a provision of retroactive application of final duties to a date not more than 90 days prior to the application of provisional measures in certain exceptional circumstances involving a history of dumping, massive dumped imports, and potential undermining of the remedial effect of under-duty. The sunset clause requirement establishes that dumping duties shall normally terminate no later than 5 years after first being applied, unless a review investigation is done prior to that date to establish that expiry of duty would be likely to lead to continuation or reoccurrence of dumping and injury. This 5-year sunset provision also applies to price undertakings. The anti-dumping agreement requires authorities to review the need for continued imposition of a duty upon request of an interested party. Public notice should be issued by investigating authorities of the initiation of investigations, preliminary and final termination of investigations, and undertaking, if any. Thanks for your interest and keep tuned in for more videos on WTO and various segments of WTO. For any query, you can connect with me at alkamya@gmail.com. Thank you once again.